They'll blanket you in Wi-Fi and profit off the radiation. Congregation collecting the people for that Satan. I keeps it blazing, cause I can read between the lines. I ain't blind, we unwind what they're really saying. Genetically modify what you're tasting. Don't need that cottage promise, so now you live up in your mom's basement. Redesign time so your mind is always wasted. Programmed to crave the basics. Keep the beta in stasis. Pay the state, kid. You're in debt for being born. Messengers are more than just the price for being warned. Don't be alarmed, disconnect from their machinations. Stop subscribing to the folly of all nations. Bone breaking ain't the answer, cause they seek the ownership of souls. Spread the seeds and watch them grow. Break the chains of control. Break the chains of control.
Sweet eternal balance of all that is good, true, and beautiful, friends. Welcome to your Tuesday special edition of Rogue Ways, where we are going to talk about the Nuremberg 2.0 and all sorts of brand new effects from the experimental medication that's going around. All kinds of insidious and deceitful sorts of themes are wrapped all throughout this, and we're going to look at all of them. There's a lot to be pretty deeply worried about, in addition to the things that we've already talked about, such as women's cycles being strange and men having effects as well, just maybe harder to detect, and whether or not this is EMF related or something else like that. We're still keeping that in mind, but we have all new layers to unwrap tonight. And again, with some pretty worrisome outcomes and purposes behind it. So mind control and all kinds of things. Just know that if you're watching this on YouTube, I love you very much. You're awesome. I want to keep this channel growing and alive. And so I am going to switch just to Rockfin at some point in the near future. As in, during this episode, I will stop streaming to YouTube and be only on Rockfin. So if you are on YouTube right now and you want to hop over to Rockfin, that might be the best place to stay, because then you'll have uninterrupted service. So there is a link just below, no matter where you're watching, that'll link you over to the Rockfin channel. And you can watch there for free. You don't have to be a supporter there, although if you want to support me, that is more than welcome, and you get content from myself and every other person on Rockfin when you do that. So it's up to you, but definitely that's the place where we can be uncensored and talk about anything we want to, and we want to talk about everything and not be censored. So I hope to see you there. There are already people over there. Randy and Courtney are there, I see, and 8 other people who haven't said hello yet. And we've got Aaron Greer, Biggie Smollett, Jimmy Crackcorn, and Candace C in the YouTube chat, as well as more that haven't said hello yet. And so I hope everybody heads over to Rockfin when the YouTube stream cuts. So I'll mention that again before I cut it. But I also want to invite everybody to Telegram. It's way too much fun. I don't know if anybody's over there yet. I have been having so much fun. Chance from Interverse has a great group there with hundreds of people who keep the chat live. Rogue Ways group is still growing, so come join us. I think a lot less of our audience tends to use Telegram, perhaps. But I hope to get people over there, especially if you were in Eyes Open on Facebook, which is essentially shadow banned out of control. I mean, nobody sees anybody's posts unless they're somewhat pointless or 2 weeks later, or never. So it is much better to be on rogue.locals.com, where we are not censored, or come to the Telegram group, which is t.me/rogueways, and join us. We just did a voice chat today for the first time. I was in the Disclosed TV voice chat today on Telegram, which was fun. There's like hundreds of people in there. I was in Chance's on Interverse voice chat earlier today too. I've just been having fun with voice chat today. So that's one cool option, but you can also just chat and hang out, and it's neat. It's a good place to have community, and it's free. Right? On Locals, yes, it's $2 a month. I really appreciate the support. That or higher level is always nice. Keep Rogue going. But Telegram also has the added benefit of being free. So if you can't swing $2 a month, then you can swing Telegram for free, right? So I hope all of you go over there. If you haven't yet, Erin knows. She said 10-4, Rockfin is great. Dire Straits, nice to see you. We got Chance Garten over in the Rockfin chat already tipping. Thank you, Chance. That is very much appreciated. I think you'll all appreciate the information tonight too if you haven't come across it yet. So it will be well worth your way. So yeah, head to Telegram, head to Locals, and definitely head to Rockfin, because YouTube has been pinging me more and more, and I don't know. I don't want to tempt the fate by talking about the experimental medications in honest and truthful ways, right? Using CDC's documents and Elsevier journal articles and whatever. That's not good enough for YouTube. You have to say what Joe Biden says and what CNN says, or else you're not You're not good enough. Dude, even anyway, all of the mainstream media is pieces of shit, and YouTube with them. So let's dive into what we can on YouTube. And first, I always like to remind anyone who hasn't yet understood that I do have a whole entire site worth of content of all kinds of character. There's just so much going on the site. I sell my books that I wrote myself and published. There's fictional novels, there's memoirs, there's poetry books. You can get all of them on Amazon, but you can also grab them from the shop here. In the shop, you have tarot, you have spiritual guidance, you have art that I make, you have Rogueways gear and merchandise, you have blessed organite and crystal creations from me, and all kinds of classes I teach, events that we're doing. Of course, big event that's coming up is the 1 day of brightness on the summer solstice. It's a month away, and I hope to see you all there. We have some really awesome teachers this time. We always have Catherine, the lovely animal communicator and channeler. We have Chance Garten is going to bring the heat. He's a badass himself. And we always just have an uplifting time. We always get deeper in connection with ourselves and one another. It's always the perfect group of people. It's just really cool. My favorite review so far is from Gordon, who said it's like turning into a superhero team of spiritual badasses. And that is exactly what it feels like. So I really hope to see you all there this time, especially if you haven't been to one yet. You need to experience it yourself to know how really, really deeply transformative and purifying it is. And at the summer solstice, we're at the height of our energy. It's going to be pretty rockin' awesome. Very excited for that. Rogue.locals.com, I already told you. Here it is. Come find it. And of course, if you're watching on YouTube, here's this double view for you of Rockfin. Head over there right now. I'm going to give you the link in the chat so that if you're not already over there, you can head there. Now or very soon, we will be cutting off this stream. I don't even know if I can show this without getting dinged. This is the Informed Consent Action Network that I think is a very good resource. They have all kinds of cases that they bring and debates that they start, and they are well documented. You know, they bring up things like that UNICEF is killing millions of children, which is not a popular point of view. And they just have a lot of resources. So I probably will get dinged for this, and who knows if this channel will be here tomorrow, but documented clinical trials, safety and efficacy, antibody test sites, and having no liability for injuries from experimental medications, all kinds of conflicts with the clinical trials and how that data was manipulated, just all kinds of stuff that the mainstream doesn't promote. It's a just nice one-stop shop for a lot of that. And another really good one is nojabforme.info. They also have just a ton of information. And this is also nice if you have one of those people in your life who's still thinking and wants to know more, because these types of things are well organized and they're documented, and they tend to just have a wealth of information from the types of sources that people should trust and do trust. And so, you know, even the NIH, CDC, scientific journals, and all kinds of places have this types of information to share with people. And so, you know, we just want to share that with others as if we can. If they're the type of person who's not going to think no matter what you do, then whatever. And, you know, I think all of you out there already kind of know most of this, but it's just in case you didn't know, they're good resources. I'm like, should I stop now and go just to Rockfin? It sucks because I really don't want to. I want anyone on YouTube or on Rockfin to be able to get this information if they don't already have it. But people, even if they're just showing like the CDC's own information, are getting dinged. So I'm just going to call it here. I'm really sorry if you're on YouTube and you haven't yet gone to Rockfin. Just do it. Just do it right now. Like, there's no reason not to. It's free. It's streaming. It's rad. And there's a bunch of people in the chat. So go check it out. I am going to, no, I wish there was a way I could just do audio, and just like a static background image might even do it on YouTube, but I don't think I can. So, all right. I think I'm gonna cut it off, YouTube. If you're on YouTube, come over to Rockfin. Signing up for Rockfin now. Oh yeah, you might have to sign up even if you're not becoming a paid supporter. So yes, thank you, Candace, for pointing that out. And you know, Knots of Mayhem, Dire Straits, Aaron, all y'all in the chat, head over there. one more time. Oh, you still have the chat link right up there and the link in the info below. So, all right, cutting it off. See you guys later if you're not a rock fan, and if you are, see you on Rockfin.